my name is Nadila.
My name is Muhammad Fikri Effendi.
Hello, my name is Nabila Ayu Asafira.
And my name is Nadira Nisa Nabila.
At present, the number of the workforce is increasing, but it is not accompanied by the number of jobs available, which causes a surge in unemployment. South Indonesia has a large population with a fairly high percentage of young people. BPS data shows unemployment increased by 300,000 compared to the previous year, so that the total unemployment reached 7 million people who are dominated by productive age. In fact, they are physically unable to afford, but there are no jobs available. Moreover, many young people drop out of school due to several factors such as economic factor, environment, society, and etc. This is what causes more and more unemployment in Indonesia, even though many of them have the potential for having a great career.
So there are 5 steps in design thinking process. The first one is empathize, then define, ideate, prototype, and test. So the first stage of design thinking process is empathize, whereas to gain empathic understanding of the problem we're trying to solve. Empathy is crucial to human-centered design process such as design thinking, and empathy allows design thinkers to set aside their own assumption about the world in order to gain insight into users and their needs. This involves consulting experts to find more about the area of concern through observing, engaging, and empathizing with people to understand their experience and motivation, as well as immersing yourself in physical environment so you can gain a deeper personal understanding of the issues involved. In this process of observation, we observed that there are a lot of unemployment in Indonesia, even the area around us. Then, we try to look at several sources in the internet. What are the factors that make it difficult for them to find jobs? Then, we try to understand how it feels to be in their position. So, why do we have to empathize? It's to increase welfare, raising social status, increase national economy, help us to learn what they need, and this insight will lead you to the innovative solution.
And the second one is about during the define stage. It's the second stage that you put together the information you have created and gathered during the empathy stage. This is where you will analyze your observation and synthesize them in order to define the core problems that you and your team have identified up to this point. You should seek to define the problem as a problem statement in a human-centered manner. We define that employment need more change, entah itu untuk melamar pekerjaan ataupun membuka bisnis, karena persaingan di dunia bisnis sekarang sudah semakin ketat. And why we have to define it? Because the define stage will help the designer in your team gather great ideas to establish features, functions, and any other elements that will allow them to solve the problems, or at the very least, allow users to resolve issues themselves with the minimum of difficulty. In the define stage, you will start to progress to the third stage, ideate, by asking questions which can help you look for ideas for solution by asking, how might we encourage teenage girls to perform an action that benefit them and also involve your company's food, product, or service. And the third stage is about idea. During the third stage of the design thinking process, designers are ready to start generating ideas. You've grown to understand your users and their needs in the empathy stage, and you've analyzed and synthesized your observation in the define stage, and end up with a human-centered problem statement. You should pick some other ideation technique by the end of the ideation phase to help you investigate and test your ideas so you can find the best way to either solve a problem or provide the elements required to circumvent it. And about our ideas is build a startup business, and then build a fintech startup, and then do some socialization about business, make a business community, and partnership with merchant to being a supplier. Why? The first one is step beyond obvious solution and thus increase the innovation potential of your solution set. The second is harness the collective perspective and strengths of your teams, and then uncover unexpected areas of exploration. The fourth is about create fluency or volume and flexibility or variety in your innovation options. And the last one is get obvious solution out of your heads and drive your team beyond them.
The fourth step of design thinking process, prototype. Prototype is an experimental phase, and the aim is to identify the best possible solution for each of the problems identified during the first three stages. Design team will produce a number of inexpensive, scaled-down versions of the product or specific features found within the product. Prototypes may be shared and tested within the team itself, or maybe in other departments, and the solutions are implemented within the prototypes, and one by one they are investigated, so that the design team will have a better idea of limitation or restriction to the product and the problem that are present, and have a clearer view of how real user will behave, think, and feel when interacting with the product or using the product. So in our case, our prototype is an beta application. Beta application is an application that doesn't have all the features yet, so it's not a complete product. So in the prototype phase, we create a beta application that only provides a few features, and then we test it whether it's working or not. If it's working, then we upgrade the application to create or adding more features to it, and then we test it again and over so on until we make the final version of the application or the complete product. And the last step of design thinking process is test. Designer or evaluator strictly test the complete product using the best solution identified during the prototyping phase. The results generated during the testing phase are often used to redefine one or more problems and inform the understanding of the users, the condition of use, how people think, behave, and feel. Even during this phase, alteration and refinement are made in order to rule out problem solutions and obtain as deep an understanding of the product and its user as possible. And if the test is done, the complete product or the application have no problems, and then we can finally publish it to the public so everyone can use it.
With a large number of unemployment, we cannot only rely on job vacancy or government. What we can do is create a business application like we described before. In this application, there will be some features related to the business, such as tips and tricks how to start business, consulting a business with expert, and also this application will open the opportunity for the merchant to become a supplier in this application. So the user of this application that want to start a business can easily to find a supplier. So, we hope the presence of this application can help the unemployment to start their business and grow their business, and also help the supplier to reach a wider market. So, we hope the number of unemployment in Indonesia will decrease through this app.